Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Meteor Shower, and welcome to Outpost Zero. Now, Outpost Zero probably looks a little bit familiar to you already, not because you've seen it before, but because it's a genre we get quite a lot of these days. It's a sci-fi-ish, survival-ish, miney-crafty sort of thing. And under normal circumstances, I don't really give these much of a look, because yeah, there's a lot of them, and there's not much to make them stand out against each other. But this one's got a fun little quirk that's caught my eye. So, stop me if you've heard this one before. I'm a robot and I'm trapped on this here planet, which has conveniently got plenty of water, and plenty of trees, and plenty of extremely localized resource nodes. And obviously I need to build myself a base and survive, because sooner or later there's going to be pirates and acid rain and earthquakes and all sorts of bad stuff. Luckily, I've got an axe. So thanks to my axe, I can go up to this very convenient tree that's got a health bar and also produces one and precisely one type of resource, hit the tree, and the tree will actually produce, therefore, a whole bunch of carbon. Lovely. And then I can just keep doing that until I've got enough carbon to actually build something. Once I've built the thing, I can use that to, you know, get other forms of resource. Then I can combine the resources into something, and eventually I'll have a base. Now, if you're already yawning, I don't blame you. This has been done 10 bajillion times before. But here's where things get fun. This game isn't about doing any of that. This game is actually about automating a base that does all of that for you. So, I've got this very convenient little robot here. Start off with one little helpful robot friend. So I'm just going to deploy him straight away. Where are you? Hello, robot friend. You have been named Drone 7, which is very confusing because you're actually the first drone. So right now you're just following me around. I don't want you to do that. I'm going to give you a job instead. So as I can't be bothered to actually harvest any of this here carbon, we probably need some of it. How would you like to just go around and harvest, well, just harvest anything you can find, to be honest. Just go around and harvest whatever the hell you feel like. So now I don't actually need to bother gathering carbon anymore, because he's going to gather carbon for me. He's just basically working on that there plant, and if we just open his inventory, he is just gathering carbon. So basically I can let him just deal with, you know, clearing out a good spot for a base, because I like this spot for a base. It's nice and flat, weather seems nice, bit of water right there. I'm a robot, so I don't drink. Yeah, there's no hunger or thirst, it's just about electricity. We'll get to that momentarily, meaning I can just head off and find some other stuff I know I need, because the starting resources are basically going to be carbon, iron, and silicate-y stuff. So I need to go and find some of that. He can deal with the carbon because there's plenty of plants around here. Rocks and minerals, meanwhile, tend to grow more around rocky mountainous regions. So I'm just going to scout out the local area, see what I can find. And that rock over there looks rather conspicuous. Silver, actually, but go on then, I'll have that too, just in case I need to make something fancy out of silver later. As well as my pickaxe, by the way, I've also got this rather convenient little magic tool that does literally everything. It repairs things, it builds things, it mines things. Some things it mines better, some things it mines worse. I think that's mining slightly faster than my axe is. My axe is definitely good at dealing with plant life and certain squishy things, like those crabs over there. But yeah, for rocks at the beginning of the game, your little laser beam thing's going to do the better job. Oh yes, and it does an excellent job mining sulfur. And when I say an excellent job mining sulfur, it does seem to be producing a whole lot of +0 sulfur according to the... Are you sure you're mining sulfur? Ah, my inventory was full up, that's why I wasn't gaining any sulfur. So go on then, I'll gather some sulfur just in case I need some of that business. So I've gathered a handful of stuff and come back to base, and as you can see, my little drone has just been quietly getting on with destroying literally everything. So, well done him, he's actually formed, you know, a nice little open bit of land we can now actually build a base on. So, let's just lay down some foundations. They nicely clip together, just want a nice little waterfront property here. And now I need to get back my little building gun out because yes, as well as repairing and harvesting, it also builds. This is just the foundation, so I need to just basically hold the gun at this. Again, not desperately interesting. So robot friend, I've got a new job for you. So let's just quickly set him to build. And he will run straight over there. And yeah, any foundations I've laid, he will now get on with building by himself. Lovely. So I can just leave him with that and once more just get on with my own little bits of exploration over here. See if I can find any more useful resources in this direction. And just quickly, you may notice I've got a couple of different little health bar-y type things down on the bottom left there. Blue is shields, red is health, and yellow is energy, which replaces all your survival meters. There's no eating or drinking, there's just energy. I will build ways to make energy pretty soon, but just as a stopgap until I do that, there are convenient energy rocks right here, which can be used to recharge my energy very, very quickly indeed. And here's just the thing, I've found some copper to go with some iron I found over the river as well. So with this, I should have enough basic resources to build a base. Right, little Drone 7 is waiting for something to do. Let's give him something to do. I need to slap myself up some nice walls would be just the thing. So I will start laying down the walls, and he will immediately jump into actually making them for me. Lovely. So, whole bunch of walls with or without windows set up. And I also want one force field door so I can actually lock myself in. Beautiful. And my little drone is already starting to do some good work there. I also would like just a little staircase if that's okay. I know there's a little ramp somewhere. Okay, he's just finishing that off over there. Lovely. Now we need some basics. In particular, we need some power, we need a command center, all the rest of it. Should be able to build all of that straight away, however. A steam furnace would be an excellent little starting point. That's going to produce power, and with that power we can have our own charging station, so me and my little robot friend can actually, you know, recharge. Very useful. Steam furnace isn't going to work by itself, of course, just needs to toss in some carbon. There we go. Toss in the carbon, that slowly generates power. So that is producing 4 kilowatts for the grid, and the grid is only consuming 1 because this thing doesn't actually need much in the way of power. Lovely. And now I can recharge myself anytime I want using the power of carbon, and I can just basically make the robot produce as much carbon as I want by sending him around to knock down trees. So the power situation has, for the time being, until the grid has more demand on it, pretty much been automated. And other than that, we've also got ourselves, little lights built into the walls, which has a small power drain, and a force field door I can turn on and off, so I can be safe from the wildlife, unless it knows how to climb through the windows, because we didn't bother putting force fields. Wait, did we put force fields there? Hang on. No, that's just the mood lighting built into the windows. Marvellous. And would you believe, as I picked up some sulfur earlier, I can build a little battery bank, so this can actually store quite a bit of energy as a very convenient backup, just in case the generator ever goes off. And I've also just slapped a roof on, so Drone 7 can crack on with that as well. So, for the time being, energy situation under control. These batteries are just, yes indeed, storing up a little bit of the excess power, just slowly charging over time. There is absolutely flipping tons of carbon inside here, though actually, my good man, I believe you are storing all the carbon in the world. Yes, you are. Marvellous. So I'll just be having that off you, and we'll just stick that in there as well. And always important, a storage container. 100% I need myself a storage container just so I can store the basics without lugging it all around myself. You may also notice, by the way, having stored up a bit of power into the batteries, now I use the recharging station, it's much faster, because rather than actually just drawing power live as it's being created, I'm pulling power straight out of the batteries, which is a much more efficient process. And ooh, I like that. That's good. And speaking of recharging, obviously your little robot friends need to recharge too. Right now he's technically recharging off this thing, he's just kind of doing it through the wall. So he's got a yellow energy meter as well, together with green health and blue shields. I've just changed his orders to basically go around and gather, so I'm going to head off and explore with a full energy bar, and he's just going to get on with his own business. See, right now to build anything, I need a fair bit more iron. So, that's priority number 1. Couple of other things to consider as well. This game is online. You can play local games, but I'm actually on an online server. So, signs of civilization might well be abandoned structures from players who are not here, or they might be actual living bases. The game's in early access right now, so there's not a huge amount of people floating around on each server, but still to be kept in mind, as is the fact that as you go away from the nice friendly areas close by to water where the game very conveniently spawns you, you're going to start running into nastier wildlife. Sooner or later, oh, this is some iron though, this will do the flipping job. Over to my harvesting laser. Yes indeed, time to get ourselves some good stuff. And here's useful, a massive green radioactive pit. That should be some uranium, and I'll need that sooner or later for some advanced components. Downside of uranium, though, you can see I'm taking very slow shield damage as I gather it. It's very slow, though, so I should be absolutely fine. Right, back home with a giant pocket full of resources, and yes, indeed, my little robot friend, how are you getting on there? You've just been gathering all of the carbon in the world. Fine. So that basically means, yeah, the power situation has been dealt with. Because, yeah, there's just going to be enough carbon constantly being produced. And the batteries are full as well. So as the battery is full, I will help myself to a very fast recharge. And here we go. Some basics we're going to be needing sooner or later. Though possibly I think you guys can... Can you guys sit outside? No, you can't. You need to be on foundations. Fine, I guess I'll have you inside in my base. Though I'm having you facing... No, I'm not having you facing into the window. You know what? I didn't need all those windows. That's fine. So, material processor, equipment workbench. Let's see what we're doing here. Now, one soldier backpack. I could certainly do with a nice backpack. We'll have one of them, thank you. And a hand drill seems like a very useful sort of thing. And here's where things get fun as well. Now I've actually got a robot assembly here. I can make a second automated drone. And drone number 2, I shall set to hauling. So as a result of that, this drone will now basically grab carbon and put it into the steam furnace if that's what I need to do. Also, I built a command station. The game kind of implies you ought to, but equally, it's just kind of nice because it makes me feel like I'm in the TARDIS. So, little bit of crafting done around here, and as you may notice, I've now got myself a whole bunch of good quality gear, so I've got a hell of a lot more in the way of shielding, health, I can actually have more energy floating around with me, and I've got a specialised drill tool, which is very, very... What's blocking out the sun right now? Is it one of you bastards? Stop it! Possibly it's just night. I've also got a sword. Swords are cool. So now when I run to wildlife, it's going to cause me a whole lot less trouble. Which means that me and my drone Matt can go out and start expanding my territory. You know, this territory over here is being marked as unclaimed. Hello, you are going to cause me no trouble whatsoever. Oh yeah, oh dear, oh dear. Yeah, I think you're screwed all of a sudden. I think we're absolutely fine. Hello, we've a hatchling. Nope. Okay, so my sword's pretty good. Time to expand out into a deserty area, because a deserty area means I can actually have my drones auto-harvesting a whole bunch of minerals in the form of, like, iron and stuff that I need. And over here, there were some very, very good nodes. Then again, over here, excuse me. Oh yeah, you just try it. You just flippin' try it. Yeah, unfortunately the crabs kind of mole rat a little bit, just they do decide they're going to hide underground, but they are screwed now. I saw a base. Yes, I saw a base over here. Now I've got armor and a sword. I'm probably safe to go and explore in that direction. Just in case there's, you know, trouble. And this person partially... Ooh, corner wall. Okay, how long is it going to take me to knock through all of this? Quite a while. Would my drill do any better? And, okay, my drill would not do much better. Sadly, a base when locked away is indeed... slightly difficult to get. Ooh, we had proper rooms and everything. Lardy flipping da. Right, you know what? We're just going to leave this guy be. Have fun. Though, speaking of my new drill toy. Oh, flip. Oh, that makes mining for metal a whole lot easier. Now, you see this area around here. Iron here. Copper around the corner. This strikes me as a good spot for a base. Right, tiny base set up around here. This territory totally belongs to me. I have set Matt to just go and gather, so he has just naffed off to go and gather all of the lovely materials around here. Uranium, iron, copper. So this here will be a nice little outpost for me. Also, I've decided I'm going back to that little base, because now I'm just curious. I want to see what somebody who's clearly actually put some time and thought into this game, how they arrange their base, what they've built. I'm not going to steal anything. I just want to have a quick look-see inside. So I'm just going to knock down this wall by basically headbutting it till eventually it does fall over. I'm going to use the drill though. I think it takes about the same length of time, but it's just slightly nicer to listen to. Alright, we're almost through, but 10 quid says I've picked a bit of wall that just happens to have something behind it that blocks me from entering the base. Alright, we in? Okay, we're in. So this is... Ooh. Well, this is very lovely, isn't it? And he's also got himself a... Right, what is all of this? That is... Okay, I'm not cutting that down, alright? I've made enough progress. In fact, I probably should have just actually... Can I actually hop through here? I probably could have actually just built a ramp up to his window. No, I actually seriously could. This whole time I could have just actually built a ramp up to his window. And that would have been absolutely flipping fine. Right, as a politeness, I'm going to O. I would have actually built a wall there, you know, in return, where I actually broke the wall, but I can't. So he's going to know I came through, so that's fine. I didn't steal anything. I was just curious what he had in there. Right, back at base and things are going on. We are producing more AI cores. We are producing shotguns. And we are producing cartridges for the shotgun. Just basically repeat that. Just keep making cartridges for as long as you can. I just want a shotgun. Naturally, of course, your magical do-everything gun also just helps things craft faster. In fact, here we go. Train myself a couple of new drones right here. Drone Jag and Drone Ender are both set to follow me automatically. And they're also both set to be aggressive and to auto-loot dead... But you don't need to sit inside each other. That's kind of weird, but okay. I've got 2 drones, and better, I've got a shotgun. Oh, yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah. Come on, lads. Let's go cause some trouble.
I'm gonna be destroying your base, and there ain't nothing you can do about it, Corpy.
Oh, Pirate Captain, you made a terrible decision to just decide to attack me. Alright, you have made the worst decision. Now, where's the pirate ship? Because yes, now I've actually technically completed the tutorial-y bit, pirates will sporadically attack, which is why you need automated defences, or some drones set down that are set to patrol and be aggressive. Looks like he's going to be over there, so let's go and give him a nice big friendly shotgun hello. Just hold still for a second. Yeah, I'd say he's in a bit of trouble. In fact, lads, finish him off. And down he goes. Ah, lovely. He was carrying literally 5 wood. Well, I can see why he became a pirate. And he also had a little drone with him. And conveniently, we've killed him too. Sadly, we couldn't just have him on side, though he has got... Ooh, petroleum. Well, that's new. Right, with a sword and a shotgun and 2 bodyguards, screw this, you know, scrounging around for metal business. I'm going exploring. Let's figure out who else lives in this PvP server. Ah! Whoever this guy is, he does. Right, well, let's just quickly deal with a couple of crabs. Make sure they don't cause trouble for me. Alright, don't know who this is exactly. So, shotgun out. Shotgun sometimes fails to load, but he's conveniently got himself... interesting. Windows, but unpowered windows. There's a guy over there. Okay, any chance I can... Ah! That's just a guy. Right, okay. Ooh. He's got 1 base. And he's also got himself a little summer home over here. Very, very nice indeed. Oh, yeah. Multiple levels. Power things going on. Someone else has already attacked this thing at some point. Possibly that was an event. And, ooh. Hello. What have you built over here exactly? A geothermal generator. La-di-da. Produces a whole bunch of power. You've also got yourself a little summer house over here. What is this for? And flipping mines and all sorts. Ooh, automated mining. La-di-da. And this is... Ah! This is technically someone else's house. That's a different player. Right, well that's ballsy right inside of this guy's place. Blimey heck. Also, that doesn't distinctly like a volcano over there. Right, we're going to the volcano. Right, heading south, and we've just got uranium sitting around outside here. Yeah, uranium was a bit hard to come by in my part of the world. That was surrounded by nasty things and generally hidden away in the mining-y, rocky areas. But no, uranium around this part, in the middle of the area, that's just sitting out. Also, there does appear to be a giant skeleton over there. Still, stay focused on... Hang on, how am I going to get to the giant mountain? I'm probably looking at... Seraph Peak? Is that what I'm looking at? I'm probably looking at Seraph Peak. In fact, this up here could be a very convenient path up if I can actually get through. Ignore all the silver. I'm sitting on a giant pile of that back home. Oh, yeah. This path seems to be taking me up top. Now, if this is where I think it is, I should have a good view of you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This leads straight up top. That is definitely a giant skeleton. Right. We are heading to the... The volcano is some way off. Right, well, screw it. I'm going to the volcano anyway. Oh, I like this, though. The ridiculously giant ribcage. Can you get on top of this? Oh, you can get on top of the ridiculously giant ribcage. Ooh, I approve. And the massive vertebrae as well. Oh, this is a nice place to build a base right here. Nice. It needs some work, no denying, but the visual design and some of the world design is just lovely with the massive skeletons, the big floaty things that just around the sky and the plants and the glowing rocks and everything. Yeah, a lot of lovely work's been put into the world here. Also, apparently some more pirates are about to show up back at my home base, which is a long way from where I am. I'm just being kept alive by flipping energy rocks at this point. So, I hope I remember to close the door, because I can't remember whether I did or not. And I think once again I've found a fairly convenient path that leads up towards the top of the ridge. So if I'm right... Oh yeah, now we get... Uh-oh. Maybe just keep my distance from whatever that was. The animals are definitely getting more dangerous. Yeah, we're getting closer to the volcano. I'm gonna... That is big. That's quite... Oh, no. No, this isn't fair. No. Whatever you are, you're faster than me, and that's somehow cheating. Hide on top of a rock, hide on top of a rock, hide on top of a rock. It can't get on top of a rock, right? I was right! It looks like it should be a pretty much straight shot at the volcano at this point, assuming I don't annoy any of the giant glow beasts, which I hopefully won't. If I just go down the middle of them right here, just keep running, because there's no stamina meter, so I'm not sure why run isn't on all the time by default. I mean, looking at it now, the sides of this volcano look pretty steep. So I'm not convinced I'll be able to get to the top of it and throw myself inside. But I'll be very sad if that's the case, because that is what I want to do. Also, my this is a total straight shot at the volcano plan didn't exactly work out. Though it looks like I might be able to just, go down there, up there, and then maybe try and head round up that sort of... This could be made to work. And the other advantage to being close to a volcano, perhaps not desperately surprisingly... Very mineral-rich areas. Absolutely flipping tons of iron around here. And that looks distinctly like another path up. Right, bit of light skyrimming up a hill there. And we've managed to get ourselves Meteor Shower. Is that the area I'm in by any chance? Hang on. Nope, no, I just left that area. That's fine. Still, we'll have an excellent view of the Meteor Shower from where we are. Assuming I can... Oh, that's no good. That's no good. Right, hang on. Work more around the outside of the mountain here. There's got to be more. There has to be a... Ooh. Close-up of Meteor... Ooh, hang on. That looks like a path over there. Hang on. Drop down over here. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm making it to the top of the mountain with a lovely Meteor Shower in the background. Uh-oh. Oh, no, a giant thing is attacking me and I'm running out of space here. Okay, go back to the rocks, go back to the rocks, go back to the rocks, go back to the rocks. We know the rocks worked last time. Just climb onto the rocks, climb onto the rocks. Sometimes they can't just follow you onto the rocks. No! Show! Balls. I'm moderately confident I couldn't get any further up. Moderately. On the plus side, I apparently defeated the pirate raid, so I'm guessing my existing drones came back home and took care of that for me, so well done, lads. So, slight issue. Can't help but notice as I approach that the lights do seem to be off. So I think we ran out of power. And in addition, Drone 7 also seems to have run out of power. He's supposed to be following me, but he isn't. So he died and ran out of power, presumably because there was no power to recharge him. Presumably because I didn't set up my drones correctly to... Yep, That does seem to be a little bit on fire. That does seem to be slightly on fire. I mean, this will turn on, apparently. This is... Oh, did I... Wait, hang on. Did all of you actually turn off because I turned off the central command center? I bet you did as well, you bastards. Oh yeah, at this point we are just barely storing enough energy to have the lights on. And unfortunately the command center is not really doing much right now. Oh bloody hell. It's like that bit at the beginning of every series of Doctor Who where he regenerates inside the TARDIS and trashes the place and all of a sudden it's all on fire ahead of the set being completely changed. Also, why does the Doctor always do that? Like, he knows every time he regenerates inside the TARDIS, he trashes it with the regeneration energy. Why doesn't he just go outside and regenerate outside? That just strikes me as much safer. And problem number 2, aside from the fact everything seems to be sparking and out of energy, so remember my shotgun and my materials, the actual mining laser thing, basically all the things I just made, they actually stay where you fall. You have to go back to your corpse and get them. So they're a long way away right now. They're a very, very long way away. I am simply going to stand right here, and this is where I shall stay forever. This base will simply be up for grabs for whoever has the patience to slowly chip down the door or just walk in the event that the force field door fails, because power totally fails, because it does feel like power is totally failing right now. But there you go, that is Outpost Zero, or at least Outpost Zero in its early access form. Of course, this is still very much a work in progress. And I think you can definitely feel that it is actually still a work in progress. I wouldn't exactly say I'm disappointed. You can't be disappointed when you approach something you know that it's been specifically labelled as early access. This could one day be something very, very special indeed, I think. Just, you know, it needs a lot of polish, a lot of work, a lot of UI work, and I think it also needs to really refocus itself overwhelmingly on the automation, because the whole reason I came in was because the automation thing sounded really, really damn cool. And while there is some level of automation, it's quite small and quite superficial, really. Like, you just have to do most of the work yourself. I'd have enjoyed this a lot more, I think, if, you know, you could have actually said, okay, drones, go out into the wide world and find me rare resources, and actually had, like, loads more drones coming in a lot earlier. I'm just an automation nerd, you'll just have to forgive me for that one. So I'd say for now, probably only if you are very much already into your survival games, and thus the grind of survival games doesn't really bother you, because absolutely it is here. But with work, with polish, with a bit of UI and graphics and gameplay improvements, when this does actually get completed and come out properly and leave early access, if they actually put the time and effort in, this could be something of interest. This could be something good. So take that as a recommendation, if you will. I think right now how much you enjoy this is really going to depend on how much you enjoy the genre. I'm not sure it's going to be for people who are not already into this sort of thing. So we'll leave things off here, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we'll see this again in the future. I do not know. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Outpost Zero. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We have got a gate key here, and then we have got I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out— Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.